Hey guys, it's Monty. I can remember doing a video back a while ago called Let Us Take Crafty Counsel. I have since deleted that video because I have really changed my views. In that video I said that Russia had received the word from the World and One World Order conspiracy people, and they backed off knowing what was going to happen. And now, in light of prophecy being fulfilled, I don't think that's the case. I think I allowed myself to let the conspiracy theorists to get on my mind. And it's not what I think now. I see the United States of America and the Western powers butting heads with Russia, China, Iran, Syria. And what I think is going on, if the United States actually strikes Syria, Assad said outright, he denies doing the chemical attacks. Who did it doesn't make a difference. For all we know, the conspiracy theorists could be right, and it could be agents from America doing a false flag. We don't know. But what I do know is this. If Assad strikes Israel, Israel has already told him what they will do. And if it's coming down to the point where Assad feels he's under attack from other powers, he'll do it. He's already told everybody he will. He's been true to his word so far. Russia is not going to take this sitting still. I think now that, I used to think that Israel wasn't at peace. But upon further reflection, I don't see no walls around villages. They have people throwing rocks at them. They have people launching rockets, and you know what they're doing? Those rockets are landing in the desert. Not too many people that I know have been killed. Actually, death and destruction like the enemies want to rain upon them. So I think they're living in relative peace. So could it be Isaiah 19 happened? Israel strikes Syria, wipes out Damascus. Psalm 83 countries attack. They get wiped out. Ezekiel 38 and 39 countries are already in motion, and they come down right after that and then hit. And out of that chaos, that total chaos, the Antichrist will emerge and sign a 7-year peace treaty. Now, I remember reading, I don't remember where it was at right now, where it said Israel will be burning the weapons of the enemy for 7 years. And what I've known for a long time, I just don't know if it's going to be the case or not, but Russia has figured out a process for laminating wood that makes it as hard as steel, and yet it still burns. They've figured out how to do this, how to make rifle barrels out of this stuff, from what I understand. So could these tanks and these forces and these rifle barrels, everything be going down there, be the fuel that they're going to burn for 7 years? After the Russian Confederacy loses 5/6 of its forces? It's going to be nuclear because they're going to have people out there in the desert marking bones, not touching them, waiting for the professionals to come get them. Makes one wonder. 2 cents and 7. Amy brought this up to me. How she's thinking that Ezekiel 38 and 39 happened first. But then I don't see that happening, and the simple reason why is you don't find the Psalm 83 countries in the Ezekiel 38 and 39 countries listed as being an attacker. I think it's going to be, like I told her, a snowball. You take the snowball at the top of the hill, you throw it down to the bottom. And as it's rolling, it's gaining momentum, and that one little snowball becomes an avalanche. That's what I think is going to happen. Psalm 83 will come about as a result of Isaiah 17 and 19. Chaos. Psalm 83 countries attack, get wiped out, just as Ezekiel 38, 39 countries are attacking. They get wiped out. Out of this chaos, the nuclear warfare, because it's going to be nuclear. You think North Korea is just going to sit down and wait for a better time to strike? They have no better time. If there's that kind of warfare going on in the Middle East, you know they're going to do something. China might do something with Taiwan. Anyway, there's going to be nuclear strikes. The world will be horrified, and they will demand the leaders make peace. And when that Antichrist shows up, that's why every person on this planet at first is going to be like, yes, this is the man. This is the man with all the answers. Now, true, there will be people out there that will be saying, aha, people have been telling me this for years. I missed the rapture. I see this guy step up. I see this chaos. I know what's going to come next. And that's the point of me making videos like this and making all those hundreds of rapture packets. I see what's coming. And the closer we get to these events, the clearer my vision becomes. I am a sinner. I am not perfect. I struggle with the lusts of the flesh every day, and I make bad mistakes. I am a dummy. But thankfully, through Christ, I am made righteous through what he did through his blood, and not by my efforts. It is through the Holy Spirit that I am able to make after rapture packets and to make these videos. If not for him, I'd be condemned to hell. If not for Christ, I'd be burning in flames right now. Thank you guys for your time. If you're out there and you're non-believers and you're watching this take place in the Middle East, you are being told right here, right now, Romans chapter 9, chapter 10, verses 9 and 10, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 1 through 4. This is the gospel. This is the only way you can be saved. Believe now before it's too late, because if you don't believe now, you are going to have to go through the tribulation, and you're going to have to endure till the end, and that's going to be your death. They're going to kill you. Very few people will survive to see the end of that, and the world will have very few people in it. That's why it's probably going to take 1,000 years for it to become populated again. Well, anyway, we're telling you, from this sinner to you, there's no difference between you and I except for one thing. That's Jesus Christ. I believe that he came to this earth, went to the cross, shedding his holy precious blood, purchasing me, going to the grave, and being resurrected after 3 days. He resurrected himself, the Holy Spirit resurrected him, the Father resurrected him. All three verses are in the Bible. All three take credit. There is a Trinity. You believe this, you will be saved and raptured. You deny this, you will be left behind, and you will have to go through a time frame that this world has never seen in the past and will never see again in the future. It will be that horrific. 2/3 of this world's population will die as a direct result of denying Christ. True, millions will become believers and willingly go to the gallows and lose their heads, but billions will reject Christ, and they're going to go to hell. Then after hell, in Revelation 20, I believe it is, those people are going to stand before the great white throne, and they're going to be cast burning alive into the lake of fire by Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you for your time. Bye.